Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to
What a
Tough Crit.
fun anecdote.
Took our quick break, and we're going to just hop right back in. So, scarlet sand shimmers in the afternoon sun. Lifting yourselves from the ground, you see green fronds of sleeping grass that kind of pulls away from your touch. Messes of trees surround you, kind of like aspen trees with trunks that spiral around each other before blooming with yellow, orange, and red foliage. Like a forest of giant bonsai trees, each ancient and unique, and a low mist of clouds kind of splotches the landscape before you.
Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check. As you're listening closely,
That's 18.
18. It's pretty quiet. You hear various, what you
No,
assume
I mean,
are...
like, do I hear anything from the fucking plants around me, specifically?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. You do, actually. You hear a lot of small voices that just kind of go, ow, ow, no, stop, ow, stop it, no. And you watch as the sleeping grasses, people are kind of like stepping through, it kind of curls up on itself away from them.
I'm happy as a free action.
No, please.
How far away from the boat are we? Can we see how far away we crashed from it?
Make a survival check to kind of... You can't see it from here. There's not like a plume of smoke or anything.
Can I do a survival check as well?
Yeah, for sure. Anybody who wants to kind of be like, where is that ship from here?
4.
Yeah, tough crit myself.
Tough crit.
Tough crit, buddy.
Tough crit, man.
Tough crit, buddies.
Crit's
Hachi
tough, yeah.
machi.
That's not going to catch on. That's not going to feel. I'd like to know where our previous assailants are currently. Like,
Okay, that would be perception.
okay.
Yeah, you guys aren't entirely sure. The last...
I think I landed too cool to really know what's going on.
18.
Yeah, it's
I got a natural 20 on survival.
on survival?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that the ship is to the west of you? Or, sorry, to the...
East of us?
East of you, yes.
Yeah.
By probably, best estimate from falling from the sky,
Right.
probably a good mile or two.
It's a good mile or two? Okay.
18 checking on the Dragon Boys.
Yeah.
18. You see small specks in the distance, and they kind of just lower, like they land. They don't fly past you or anything like that, but they just kind of drop.
Well, on the same landmass towards the ship, that is?
In the same direction, yeah.
Okay.
Are we on different land masses?
From the ship?
Yes.
You're not entirely sure. So the floating islands, there are 3 of them. 3 major ones with a few smaller rocks that kind of dance in between. You're not sure entirely.
I raise my hand and try to find
Tanya?
that very nice lady that apparently knew things.
She walks over and you see now her blue hat has disappeared. There are a few stray hairs coming out of her bun, but her face is still just all cheer. Well, yes, what can I do for you, sir?
Well, I know this wasn't a plan, but I need a tour guide right now. Can you tell me a little bit about these islands?
Well, I am the leading expert on the history and legend of Thaleoth. So if you have any questions about its discovery or what types of creatures are said to make their homes here or come from here, I can help you out with all sorts of stuff like that.
Are wyverns generally part of the populace of these islands?
Well, you know, there have been a lot of sightings from the southern tip of Hostin.
Explain one of these sightings.
One of the sightings in specifically.
Yeah,
Well-
I'd say maybe the most recent one.
The most recent one, they span for my entire lifetime.
Right, absolutely.
The most recent one that I've heard of came from a fellow who used to live down the south tip of Hostin.
Right.
He would frequent there pretty regularly. He would stay in a lot of the different hotels in the area that have good views from the rooms of Thaleoth, the islands up in the sky.
Right.
And
Hotel Aikenbottom.
Right. He claimed to see a cloud of some type of creature. He described them as being possibly birds, but being a little reptilian in nature. It was hard to tell because it was so far.
They seem like kind of nice birds, honestly, from my personal experience.
I thought they were pretty rugged bunch.
Absolutely. Are you okay?
No! I just got stabbed. A lot of pale art. It's a blessing in disguise.
In your lay on hands earlier, you said you put in 5 points, right?
5 points, yeah.
Yes, that did manage to cure up any of the poison that
Do I
was
see-
in your system.
How much many health points do you need?
Can I cure wounds him?
I have 24.
Roll a perception check to avoid metagaming.
Okay.
Do I see Banjo?
I definitely don't hit.
Cut that out.
What do I do?
Banjo? Yeah, Banjo is still, and he's shrunken back down to his normal size, and
7.
he looks elated to be here.
I'm gonna go grab him by his ear.
Okay, you do so, and he kind of 7 for perception.
Mine was 7,
Oh,
so
perception?
but to avoid metagaming.
17.
17.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty rough.
Uh,
He took some heavy hits. He got bit and stung by a wyvern.
Can I cast Healing Hands on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna just come over.
the stranger, cloaked in the dark
Oh, hi, guy.
clothing, approaches
Hey.
you.
Zacchus?
Yes,
Like-
that's my name. Zacchus Rayclock. I hand out my gauntleted hand. Hi, scary hooded individual. Can I convince you to talk to me about Paylor today?
As I shake your hand, I'm gonna heal you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pass that off. Heal you.
Whoa! I see you got a lot of Paylor in yourself.
Yeah. You can say that.
What's up with the eyes? You undead? You undead, bud?
No, I think
You undead?
You would know that. I think you would know that.
All right,
Yeah,
Wow.
but I just healed you, so I think we're pretty good.
we'll see about that.
Okay.
You want to talk about Paylor sometime? I mean,
I gotta go do a thing real quick.
all right.
But, we can talk about
Next
it
time you're free,
later.
you know, just next
Talk
time
about
you're
it
free.
later. I gotta reserve my strength.
Gibble Lars, can I talk to you over by the small banjo that was once a very large banjo?
I've got him. I've got him.
What's the
I
healing
pull him
hands?
over to you by his ear.
Let me go, you devil lady.
I'm gonna get real close to Banjo and I'm just gonna be like, you listen here, you ever play the hero like that again, and I'm gonna tan your hide so good you're gonna wish you were back with your mama.
Wait, but what if I was roll an intimidation check?
What if I was a rolling? Hachi machi.
Trump?
Well, you don't know, my actions could have saved a bunch of lives.
I'm gonna smack him just a little bit.
Roll an attack.
Ooh.
Crit! Just kidding, but
I think it's based on strength, right?
Just
yeah,
smack
it'll
him?
be add your strength modifier.
Okay, so 19.
19?
You can
Oh yeah, that hits.
yeah,
He takes
you
1 point of
smack a
damage
child.
as you smack a halfling boy.
Yeah, as you hit a child.
Lars, cool it for just a second.
You're acting worse than them wyverns.
I think maybe we need to have a full conversation, Banjo.
Zacchus also
about-
rubs his shoulder and goes, not really.
Banjo, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what the fuck happened up there.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
I use my big boy pants.
Right.
Yeah, when I say the magic phrase, it makes me grow in size. I took it from my mama's shop before I left.
Okay,
So you didn't have him when you saved your life because you could have totally just saved yourself because you just got fucking big.
Yeah, they're my big boy pants.
So is it the pants that make you?
They make me real big.
Okay.
Trade me pants.
No, they're my pants. They're not gonna fit you. You're too big.
Banjo, we need to maybe have a conversation the next time you want to use big
boy pants?
Big boy pants.
Yeah.
Maybe just kind of tell people about that. We're all trying to work together a little bit, especially when there's big, large wivelings running
Well,
around.
yeah, that's really the
Have
only
you-
secret
have
in my
you-
little bag of tricks.
Have you been told the story of the pants and the pleats?
No, but I'd love to hear it.
Okay.
Absolutely not right now. Not right now.
Now,
We
I like
gotta
stories.
find like
I actually love that parable. I would love to hear it from you.
so the story of the pants and the pleats is when a boy loves his pants very, very much, but it grows a little too big, the pleats in the pants expand to help fill.
Oh, see, my situation's kind of the opposite of that parable. I'm real small, but these pants make me real big.
Man, you gotta hit me up with your tailor, bud.
It's my mama. If you ever want to talk to Bobby Ann Houlihan, just hit up Sparkworks
Kid,
down
I
in.
got-
Yeah, I'll hit up
His
Spark.
favorites.
We're on a fucking island in the fucking sky right now,
If
dude.
you
Yeah,
ever
we're on an
see
adventure,
Mama
isn't it?
again, she is gonna lock you up in the cellar, I swear.
I don't know about that.
Your mama might kill you and us.
How about we just keep the pants silent for now and just kind of check on other people.
All right, but what if we get in trouble? Should I like what if somebody
Just
needs
maybe
protecting?
announce that the pants are going to be used.
I always announce it. I gotta speak my magic
No,
phrase
I
anyway.
didn't hear it last time. I just saw a child turn into a fucking monster.
Well, I can't say it now.
Sorry, I'm a little stressed.
I said it then.
Yes,
I said
you
it.
did. You did.
All right.
Okay.
I know you heard.
We gotta
Also, thank you.
our situation. You are very welcome. What is wrong with you? We gotta talk about
Why
it.
are you
sit
shooting?
down.
Why are you shooting diamonds when we're falling
We
off?
were spinning. I was
Yeah.
trying to make us not do a spin.
Cool, spin.
Well,
Still falling, man. You spin on the fall.
Yeah. But pick one. Your only two options.
You pick the-
spin fall.
you pick the
spin
weird
fall
one.
or fall.
You picked the weird
You
one.
picked the
spin
bad
fall or
one.
fall.
We fell.
At
Pretty
this
hard.
point,
Yeah.
At this point, another one of the survivors, the guy that you all recognize from the ship but haven't really interacted with yet, kind of walks over to the group.
What?
All right, let's just
Sorry.
Sorry, I just thought you guys were having a conversation, and
Yeah, a conversation. Very calm.
I thought maybe it was about like survival. And you see, he's got this like little bag of berries.
Come on, it
and
felt
he's just
ba-
kind of popping them.
It felt better when we were falling.
So, you see,
straight,
this is
right?
this is
No.
a. Let me look at my notes real quick. Sorry. Where did you go? There he is. So you see about like 5'4", 5'5" elven man.
towering over me.
Of ginger complexion and hair. He has his bangs kind of pulled back and tied around the back of his head.
Is it stuff on top?
And-
Or is it just bangs?
So he's got like long hair, but like the part that would be hanging in front of his face. It's very like Aragorn
Okay.
or Jon Snow.
I thought it was a new hairstyle.
Not
But gingery red.
Party in the front, nothing in the back.
He's got a very long nose and a pointed chin, very elven features with the long ears, and some shit stuck in like some little red skin of these berries.
Where did
Stuck in his teeth.
you
Yeah, where
find
did you get-
those?
Oh, I brought these from home.
Okay.
They're London
just
berries. Would you
checking.
like some? I've got extras.
This
Can
guy
I-
loves eating fruit.
Oh, London berries are great. You have to try them.
Can I nature check them to see
Go
if I
for
know
it.
them?
Go for it. Actually, make an Arcana check.
Same check, anyways. But I'm just saying because my parents were florists.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I know these berries, but
They're from London.
I nat 20'd that shit,
Yeah.
baby.
Easy crit, baby.
I know these fucking berries.
You know all about London berries.
Yeah.
London berries are a fun little berry, a magical fruit that grows in various different places.
The more
and-
they eat, the more you eat, the more you toot.
No, when you eat
That
them,
magic
they give you this strange accent. They're essentially berries that make you British.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that's
London
fun.
berries.
Yes. Would you like to try some? I've got extras. I could pass them out to you. They're
I'll take
grateful.
one right now. I'm a little stressed out.
They're
I'm gonna have
delicious,
one of
and
those.
he-
Yeah, I take
Here,
one.
here, let me just. And he hands you. You.
I
to
give
be
one
the
to-
most interested. He hands you a bag that has 20 London berries in it,
Okay,
and then you see
I
he
eat
pulls
one
out
and
another
give.
bag.
I eat one and give one to Dak Dak.
Dak Dak makes an emu sound in a British accent.
He goes, oi,
He goes,
quack, quack, oi,
quack quack
oi,
cheerio.
oi. That.
Sorry if anybody in Europe is
He
watching
learns
this.
one word. Go ahead and write that down. He knows Cheerio now.
Do I see in our like surrounding area? Are we just on like
Do
beach?
y'all want berries?
So you're kind of in a
Y'all want some berries?
lightly wooded area, and you see
I'm
those.
fasting right now. Palor time, you know.
You want
You
a
see
berry?
talking guys.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You see there are those aspen trees that kind of have the spiraled trunks, like a forest of bonsai trees that's kind of spread out among you. So it's not super thick woods, but the trees are of varying size and thickness. It's technically a forest.
Is there like a drop off where you can literally just walk off and fall from?
Probably.
stuff?
You crest it
But
over.
we're a
can't
bit
see
more.
that
We're a
far.
bit more inland from this edge.
Right, and it's
Right, yeah.
not level. It's not like flat ground. Like there are hills, there are mountains in the distance.
Okay.
Like it's you're in a wild, strange new place.
Do I get any indication that there's any kind of like humanoid life here?
Make an investigation check. Meanwhile,
May I use
the other guy is still just standing there. Oh, how rude of me! How rude of me! My name is Pipwin Potts. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
It's a car.
The pleasure's all mine. It's a pleasure.
Who's eating berries at this point?
I asked for a berry. I took it.
All right, so for the next like 5-ish minutes, British accents.
All right.
Oh, I love. Let's see. You're, Are these berries making my voice different?
Yeah, it's how they work.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Isn't it amazing?
Shit. Fucking Christ. All right then.
I'm slightly more attracted to a car as a free action.
All right.
That's
I do.
23.
23?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Come here.
Yes.
It seems that there's a couple of people, just the only people here on a ship with certain weapons, and you. We were the protectors of the ship just now. What? What is your name?
My name is Ammo.
Anna.
Ammo.
And I'm a car.
Ammo? Is that with an H or not? I can't tell in this accent.
No, it's. When do these fucking berries wear off? What was
It
your
lasts
name?
about 5 minutes.
What was your name? Long stockings.
Pipwin Potts.
Long stockings.
You can call
fine.
me Pip, my friends do.
I don't want to call you Pip. Pip.
Pip!
I hate these fucking berries.
Oh, they're great. They're great for pranks, and actually, I think mine's wearing off there a bit. Yeah, great for pranks if you sneak them in somebody's food.
Very
Oh,
good.
you're
Very
actually
good.
Irish.
That's why I keep the berries on hand at all
Very,
times.
very,
You know, just pop
very
one.
good prank. All right, let's find our
Great for
berries
getting
here.
in places you're not supposed to be. Hopefully, we'll have that luxury again. Should we be making camp?
Potentially, I'm just
Lars,
trying to
as this
cool off.
conversation is happening.
for a second.
You're kind of searching around the area. You've gathered all of the survivors to a central location yet again. Everybody's just kind of like sitting around watching this weird fucking interaction happen. You you are kind of going around and looking for any sign of humanoid life. And it doesn't take you very long. After about maybe 10 minutes of this conversation going on, the London berries are just starting to wear off. And you brush aside some dirt. You see a stick that's kind of like weirdly bent. And after investigating, you find like a small, like a trap for small forest game that might come through and trip it and be hanging from it. Hasn't been tripped.
Can I
But there
use...
is like some chopped up vegetables kind of sitting in the center of the rope.
Are they fresh?
They look moderately fresh, like they probably haven't been here more than a day.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger and drop it onto the trap to trip it.
Okay, you do so, and the rope cinches around it, and the stick pulls up and kind of like lifts it up off the ground. Pretty basic survival trap.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Lars calls out.
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, man.
I think somebody lives here.
Like a person? Like a
I'm gonna just point up at the trap.
So it's pretty small actually.
Dagger
it's
people
on the
live
ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on the ground next to you. It was like a small twig.
So like catch like a rabbit.
Yeah, it's like a rabbit trap. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my dagger out.
Yeah, you do, and you all see this very clearly fashioned by some sort of intelligent life.
Can I primeval awareness? So for the next
Yes,
5...
I think with primeval awareness you specify what you're looking for, and it tells you.
It's specifically...
or does it tell you what is around?
It tells me what is around as far as beasts, aberrations, and there's one other one, but beasts and aberrations for this moment is fine.
Okay.
So I don't have to look it up. Within 1 mile.
1 mile.
Yeah.
Yes, there are definitely beasts around you.
Okay.
You don't get any aberrations.
Okay.
What are any supplies
Tanya,
left
can you?
on the ship?
Anything that anybody might have left behind, anything that maybe that family had in their cabins, plus them is still there. Yeah.
Tanya.
Well, yes. Can I help you, sir?
Jesus Christ. Tanya, can you maybe sequester some of the surviving feather falling people over to the side? I think we're going to create something of a perimeter. Is that right, Lars?
That seems like the most.
Oh, are we making camp for the night?
Well, actually, I was thinking
I think we
Mike should try to find the rest of the survivors. I mean, they could have made it.
So you all actually stayed in pretty much the same area. All of the survivors that are around pretty much had to be within 60 feet of you to be featherfalled. So you're all there. And looking around to give you guys like a little bit of a head count, there's the 5 of you, as well as Tanya, Banjo, the Furbolg that you met, the captain of the ship, Captain Matilda, which you all met, and Pipwin Potts. Sadly, the family of 3 did not make it off the ship in time.
Should we go check out the ship first? See if anyone that was still on
I
the ship.
volunteer to go.
Well, yeah,
check
that
out
sounds
the
like an
ship.
adventure. I'll go do that.
You stay your butt right here with Tanya.
I'm going with Zacchus to check the ship out.
At this point, Matilda
Maybe the
steps
light of
forward.
Palor showed upon them and saved them.
Could have done a lot more.
Perhaps we should take our time with this. You know, not send everyone to a ship to check it out. Maybe small group of anywhere from 5 to 6.
Or a
Everyone
child
else,
that could turn into a monster.
yes. Well,
Well,
I
Perfect.
don't know I don't know about that. I did see it all from the back of the ship, but that was wild. That shit was wild. You need to keep that kid under control.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna walk up to Banjo privately.
Okay. Hang on. Before you do this,
Oh,
Matilda
shout out to your
continues.
favorite technomancer. Boop. There you
It's
go.
your boy.
It was Brett.
Hi, Brett.
Hi,
I
Brett.
hope you got your markers back. So,
Call back.
Matilda continues. So, maybe we put together a small group to go search ship for wreckage. We can keep a few of us strong fighter types here to protect the rest of the group. Start setting up camp for the night.
That's a good
What
idea.
about you lot? You all seem friendly. Why don't you go check out the ship? We stay
We'll
here,
go check it
or
out, or we could all just sit around and we could really rap about Palor. I got a lot of literature that we can.
I think we go to the ship.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, let's go to the ship.
Let's start heading towards the ship.
well,
all right.
you know,
I will begin setting up camp here. We will try and have it set up by the time
Is
you
there
come
anything
back.
else you need for like a
I have a
perimeter
tent
or
for
any kind of-
2.
Well, if you are not back within, maybe we say,
I'll leave my tent.
if we say 3 hours, if you're not back within 3 hours, we begin making our way towards the edge and try to signal someone offshore.
Okay, that sounds good. I
Speaking of
think
which way is the edge in terms of our?
it would be
our
east, I believe, right? We landed more westerly
Yes,
than the ship.
from our trajectory coming in, it should be to the north of us from here.
Okay. Because we're going east, so
Yes, we will wait here for now. We will make camp for the night.
You guys will be good. You guys don't need anything else.
I will keep my eye on them.
Okay.
We will try and be prepared for whatever might come at
Did
us.
anybody detect any kind of stuff? I don't personally have a magic thing about me.
Well, I mean, there's definitely animals
Animals.
around us.
Any
Like-
size or anything of that nature?
I mean, I don't know what they are. I just know that, like, somewhere around us, there are definitely beasts.
All right, let's start heading toward the ship. I think.
They could be sheep.
As you guys are having this
Sand.
conversation, or rather, as Matilda is having this conversation with you guys, Lars, you pull Banjo off to the side.
Alright, Banjo. Maybe I was a little hasty telling you not to be the big strong boy that you are. These people are gonna need some protection. They're pretty weak. We're gonna need you to stay here and watch over them in case anything happens.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage, because you raise a good point. And you're playing the aspects of his personality with that. Draws from.
Okay, so 21 is my highest roll.
21. Alright, I guess I can do that.
Alright. And I'll do my best to check in with you. Just stay safe. Keep everybody here safe.
Alright, I'll keep my eye out. I'll make sure nobody gets hurt. We all
Stay
go.
with the group. They need you.
I will. I'll be like their protector.
Alright.
Sometimes,
Towards the center is the best place to protect people from.
Banjo,
Think we're gonna
sometimes
make-
the best part of an adventure is protecting the people you care about. Maybe you can find something to do here, alone with these people.
I mean, I'll do my best.
Yeah, I gave him a pamphlet.
Do you guys think? Do you guys think that?
In case you get bored,
What is it?
you know.
It's a Jack Chick track.
What's it? I like these pictures in here. What is? And as he kind of like tucks it away into his vest pocket. You think we're gonna have a campfire tonight?
Absolutely.
Y'all ever had a sleepover before? I ain't never had one. I'm kind of excited. It's like we're on a real adventure.
I think we'll probably need a campfire. That's good. Maybe you can start that for these people.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
we can
I'm
do
gonna go help the captain.
Yeah, maybe keep the little boy pants on for this.
And he skips away over to Captain Matilda, and you see as she's kind of rallied everyone up. Tanya's still sitting there with a big smile on her face, very calm. And you guys,
I have a question for you, the GM.
what's up?
Did that time that we were just kind of like hanging out, did that count as a short rest?
For no reason at all.
I need to know.
Are you
It's
trying?
kind of-
Are you trying to
it's
use
kind of
it?
like-
I'll
it's
say,
a question, like,
I'll say yes. For
10
the,
10 to 15 minutes of not doing shit.
yeah, for the purposes of this, you guys have just been kind of standing around collecting your
Eating
yourselves
berries.
and each other, eating some Londonberries, having a good time, thinking about future pranks, if you could ever get off of this island. So yeah, we'll say that you guys took a short rest in that time. So if anybody wants to roll any hit die to heal up a little bit, or have any arcane
I'm
recovery, any kind of that shit, you're more than welcome.
God damn it, buddy.
You know what?
Go for the mat, dude. You get some action on it, you know? Everything just lands as it doesn't roll.
Every time I roll, it just goes, just one.
You're the one that put the carpet down.
Hey, if you saw the other production,
So
save
you
it
guys,
for the for the behind the scenes.
Save for the Patreon.
so you guys begin making your way towards your best estimate of where the ship is. Who is in charge? Of this? Who's leading this
I
expedition?
pull up my riding crop, and because I know Agar the best, I smack him on the butt and say, "Come on!" And I lead the way.
This is seriously not the time to hit me with a fucking riding crop right now.
I just smack him gently on the butt.
Is
Very
there
nice.
And a playful one.
Is it a good time to hit anybody with a...
It's playful.
Lars, would you like to maybe lead the way?
I will take charge into the woods.
All right, make a survival check.
I'm super good at survival. He says in metagame.
If you would like to help, you can give her advantage on her roll.
I would love
Or
to.
you can each roll.
I would
guess
love
we're gonna
to
go with
just
that.
give
Whoever wants to fucking lead this thing to the ship, I'm just trying to get out
I'll
of here.
roll.
We're looking at 10.
10,
I'm looking at 13 for survival.
13, Lars roll.
I'm bad at the woods.
How does the Lord guide you?
I'm bad at the woods.
I'm a
But I'll do insight.
forest gnome. I'm fucking dope at woods.
Okay, so as you guys begin making your way in the eastern direction towards your best estimate of where the ship landed, I'm going to change the music.
Yeah, 'cause I saw
Because
it.
I have that power.
Also, I'm mad at the plants we're walking by.
Yeah, and they're continuing. It's almost like all of the grass that kind of sprinkles in between in patches of the red sand it's like these strange kind of like almost like palm fronds or like tiny little ferns but grass sized, and at any touch they just kind of like curl into themselves. It's really interesting how it kind of like
Do I
creates
hear
a
what
chain
they're saying?
reaction. Yeah, you can hear what they're saying. It's mostly just like, no, one of the brothers, they're coming. Oh no, as they're being stepped on.
Shit, yeah. This is my favorite place.
What was that, Gibble?
Oh shit! No, this fucking grass hates us.
They're not
Grass? Never heard of it.
good. He talks to plants.
As you guys continue walking forward,
Oh yeah, I'm Gibble. I talk to plants.
what is everybody's passive perception? Just out of curiosity.
14.
13.
Remind me
I know where it is on
what
D&D.
number
It's gonna
those
be
are?
like 10 plus your perception modifier.
Yeah, so just wisdom. It's 10 plus wisdom.
Unless you're proficient in perception.
I'm
15?
12, 15,
11.
11,
13.
13. What was yours, Brad?
14.
14. Okay. So as you guys are walking forward, specifically, I think a car, you said 15?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, of course.
Definitely ready.
Yes. What was that, God?
You hear some kind of, you hear some crinkling in the leaves, maybe 30 feet, 50 feet ahead of you, like footsteps almost.
Everybody hold on.
Do I feel it from my primeval awareness?
You don't, strangely enough.
Everybody hold on just a second. I think
Hachi.
there's footsteps ahead of us.
Where? I say
A little bit ahead.
As you guys stop or as you guys are having this conversation, an unfamiliar voice rings out. I will appear now. Do not hurt, yes?
I will prepare a chromatic orb.
Prayer and
Just
arrow.
prepared.
I hold the
Help.
staff at 2.
I'm holding Dak Speak shut.
Okay. I would prefer if the magic was not present, if that is possible.
You're fine, just make yourself aware, buddy.
Who goes there?
As you guys say
What he
this,
said.
Have you heard the good word?
kind of a shimmering figure appears before you. You guys would all probably be able to make out at this point from the
yeah.
vast races that inhabit Vassacre. This appears to be a lizard folk. Strange race, usually pretty reclusive, but this one, it appears his head is very chameleon-like, and he has the two eyes that kind of look around, but his skin is kind of like a kaleidoscope, always moving. Think like cuttlefish or octopus. But with this kind of chameleon form, and he stands before you with long robes. There's a strange, almost like collar around his neck that appears to be made of some type of dark steel or something of that sort, and you see a few chains hanging off it as well. And he appears before you and kind of holds up his hand. Elio means you no harm, yes? Elio is friend. You are from ship. Elio sees you fall.
Yeah.
Why did we fall? Also, are you a lizard man?
I am lizard folk, yes.
You are a lizard? You ever heard about the line of Pelor?
Palor.
I hand him a pamphlet.
He kind of looks over it.
Hand him a watchtower.
You can read that later.
I have not heard of these.
Of course, just
Oh, it's the best thing ever.
just pocket
It's the
that.
best thing ever.
Save it for later. Throw it away.
He is new.
Oh yeah, real cool guy, real cool guy. You know that big glowy thing? That big glowy guy.
Oh,
makes
the
all the
sun.
plants
They
grow?
know the word for sun.
I don't know what lizard people think.
You don't need to be
They
condescending.
speak common to you now, yes.
They
I
bask
understand
in that
certain
shit.
words.
It makes your blood warm. It's real good. You like Pelor.
You look like you are not from here.
We are not.
Nah.
We're definitely not from here.
We were on a maiden voyage of a tour of this place, and our ship crashed.
A tour, you say?
Yes.
That is very strange. And you see his eyes are kind of like one at a time shifting in between all of you, trying to keep an eye on everybody.
It seems as though you live here. Is there anything you can tell us? We're trying to get back to the ship and check on survivors.
Elio is from here. Pessi Elio. It is pleasure.
You say
The car.
Elio?
Elio.
Elio.
Pessi Elio. That's P-E-H-S-S-Y-E-L-L-I-O.
What? Okay, hold on. Pissy Elio?
Pessi.
Has Lars ever heard in her years of reading and studying that anity lives on Thaleoth?
Make me a history check. Anybody who is also curious about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a history check too.
I do.
I already displayed my ignorance. It wasn't-
Now I'm not gonna roll one because I study actual animals, not people.
I got an 18.
Not humanoids.
Yeah, I got an 18 too.
All three
One?
18s.
Tough crit.
Tough crit, kiddo.
You forgot what lizards are.
A camel?
I mean, you're having trouble recalling having read anything about Thaleoth. You kind of heard about it and heard about the tour that was happening and just kind of jumped at the chance with not a whole lot of research, which is a little out of the ordinary for you, but not given your circumstances. 18s?
Yes.
Yeah.
18.
18. Damn. Okay. Yeah, you guys all know that not much is known about the history of this place, why it's here, where it came from.
Yeah.
And there's been no recorded contact with this place before now. It's not even like, and it's so far away from Vasker, because again, the best place that you can really see it is from the forest of Hostin at the southern tip of the forest. And even from there, people are using spy glasses, and it's still
And
speck.
fog and things that you
Yeah.
described before, yeah.
Yeah, like if it's a cloudy night,
Yeah.
your chances of seeing it are almost nothing.
Real quick, just like a DM, just kind of a red in general.
Yeah, what's up?
You had mentioned something about the eclipse.
Yes, the sun is-
This tour is a part of that, or is that coming up?
Yes. So whenever Thaleoth becomes visible, it always aligns each year with the eclipse that signals the start of the summer solstice.
And this ship, the
So it's
maiden
a-
voyage of it was a celebration of that.
The maiden voyage was set so that it would be as close to Vassacre as it's going to, because the idea is that, or the thought is that the islands move.
Okay.
And when you said Vasker, you meant Thaleoth. The ship.
It's visible from
Oh,
Vassacre.
when Thaleoth is as close. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Thaleoth, it essentially shows up and is visible for 3 days during the solstice. There's the waning eclipse, or the waxing eclipse, as it starts for 1 day. The second day is fully eclipsed, which will be tomorrow for you guys.
Okay.
And then the
Okay.
third day, it begins to wane again, and then it's hard to see it from Vassacre if possible.
Yeah. I just wanted to know when the ship, when our tour was aligned with that. Okay.
Hey, so why come you talk to us?
Well, Elio sees you fall and sees your ship fall, and this troubles him. And he thinks maybe we can help each other a little bit here. You see, King Arthur has something that Elio needs, and perhaps it would help us all to escape this wretched place.
Wretched place.
Yes.
You want to escape from here?
Yes.
Friend, you said you're from here.
I am from here. Yes, Elio hails from Thaleoth, from the first island.
I'd like you to explain to all of us how you came to learn Common.
It is a language that has always been spoken on Thaleoth.
Yeah, the word is common.
Legend says that there aren't many recorded histories, but legend says that the Goliaths are the ones who started spreading all of the language and education around Thaleoth. King Arthur was the head of said expansion, or widespread education, if you will.
So this King Garples.
King Arthur. King Arthur is very dangerous. You must always be very careful of King Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur is spelled Garthu with an umlaut R.
Is this king familiar to us?
None of you have ever heard of King Arthur. No.
What island does he reside on out of all three?
King Arthur lives on the second island.
Second
East side.
Is there a different king per island?
No. The other two islands are wild. There is no.
Maybe you can help us. We're trying to get to the ship to check on our survivors. Maybe you can regale us about the history of this place on the way there.
Yes, Elio would
That'd be
love
great.
to.
Of course.
You see,
Yeah,
he
sure.
begins walking. You see, Thaleoth is said to be an ancient place, pulled from the surface of Kivar below. And Kivar is the word we use for the round world below. Pulled from Kivar, Thaleoth was plucked, sent up into the sky. No one knows why, no one knows how. It is here, and we have been here. And we live our lives as best we can. But some of us wish to see what is beyond, what is on the great marble below. And that is what Elio wants.
You can take it or leave it.
Yeah, it's really not that great, but we'd love to help you.
Is it better than 3 floating islands? That
I don't
gets
know, man.
pretty
It's
tiring.
my first time on floating islands.
Honestly,
so
buddy, the
straight
only
up-
thing better than 3 footing islands is the love I have for Pelor. I mean, can we get back in that pamphlet right now?
And he pulls it out again as you guys continue walking. And he kind of stops for a moment as he pulls the pamphlet out.
Deck
kind
Tech
of
snags it.
Sniffs the air. All right. This is very interesting. I've never heard of this god. What can you tell me of him?
Oh, you know when your bones feel all cold? Because you're, a lizard man? That's the love of Pelor just right inside your body. You just gotta let him in.
He's the cold?
He's
That sounds
he's the
terrible.
warmth. He's the sun, bud.
Oh,
He's
he is the sun.
And he tries to sit on a log, but like sideways.
Yeah.
It's like he backwards sits on a log.
Pull a log
He
around.
pulls the log around and sits on it sideways.
Please, sir.
Zacchus, we're still walking.
I love to have this conversation, but we must keep
Yeah,
moving.
please don't stop.
We leave him on that log.
As you guys continue.
I do keep talking. I keep.
Yeah.
I'm motioning. I'm yelling about Paylor. I'm real in the moment.
Yeah, and as you're
Totally
having
losing
this
guys
conversation, he's
after like
talking.
3 minutes.
He's talking to you. Yes, you see, we worship mostly the Bahamut.
I've heard of that guy. He's pretty good. Pretty good.
He is large,
I like
silver
his
dragon.
message of goodness. He's no Paylor. Pretty close though. Pretty good guy.
Yeah, Elliot. By the way, have you ever talked to the sun before? Can we keep moving towards the ship?
I talk to the sun every day.
You guys have been continuously moving throughout this conversation. After, actually, let me check. There we are. 'Cause don't
Yeah, we
have
got like
any more.
3 hours before they leave us.
They'll be fine. They got big boy pants over there.
The
After,
island's only so big.
It's yeah. There's really not. They can't really leave us behind without leaving a trail.
after about 4 hours,
Machi.
Elio, and at this point the conversation has kind of died out. Everyone's gone quiet. You've just been walking for a little bit. Elio once again holds up a hand. We arrive at ship. But be careful. Look, you see? And he kind of like pulls a small bush to the side and motions to all of you. And you see as what appears to be a group of, you see 3 Goliaths have already arrived at the ship. And they appear to have some belongings laid out in front of them. And you watch as a 4th comes out from beneath the ship carrying what appears to be a humanoid body of some sort, and he tosses it off to the side before looking at his companions and going, 2 more inside. And then 2 more Goliaths go in
How
as well.
far away?
At this point, they're about 60 feet away from you guys.
And we are covered currently.
Yeah, you're behind a cover of trees and brush.
Thaleoth, what do you know about this area?
I know a lot about this area. What is it that you want to know?
Well, this seems kind of like a tactical moment here. We're
Are
trying
they are they nice? Can we talk to them?
No, those are King Arthur's men. They are very bad men.
I'm going
I figured as much by the flailing body.
They will attack strangers on sight. They will not like the sight of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
What is it you need from ship? Is there important on board?
We're just trying to check on the survivors and make sure that maybe that's our way off of this island, as well as with you.
It
If you
is
can help
not
us
bad
do that.
idea. Let me tell you about Helios' plan. Let us maybe get a little further away.
Yeah, maybe let's.
So you guys,
Thank
you guys kind of
let's get you a stump you can stand on.
everybody
and
make
tell
a
us a little
stealth
story.
check as you try to sneakily back away from the Goliaths.
Fucking mad.
Oh, nat 20 with a 24.
Hell yeah! A car vanishes into the
23.
sand.
Unnatural 20.
I forget.
Nathan, what type of armor do
I
you
forgot what.
half
Proficiency is just that.
Half plate. I think you have
that makes me
disadvantage on stealth checks. Because-
I'm 17.
Let me check. 17.
He beyond it. He printed out beyond, so that might have mentioned something. Look at his second sheet here.
I can flip through books pretty fast.
It doesn't have armor. It doesn't give me
half plate?
disadvantage.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
normally-
half plate. You have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay. Hit it again.
So-
18.
18.
No, sorry, not 18. Still 22.
22. Hell yeah.
Still 22?
And then
On disadvantage?
I got a
Yeah.
16, unnatural 20.
Yeah, man.
unnatural 20
15.
and 15. Okay, so you all manage to very quietly back away from this opening, and you get about 30 feet back with Elio.
So,
So, these are King Arthur's men. They will kill you on sight.
right,
Oh, yes, Elio's plan.
right. Is there anything about these Goliaths that maybe could be of use to us if we do end up in a fight?
They are very large. Don't let them hit you.
Of course.
We assume that from the
I
line.
don't want anything to hit me.
Yeah, and for those of you who may not know, Goliaths are essentially half giant. Like they're 8 foot tall stacks of muscle with very little to no
500
hair.
pounds.
Yeah. Elio's plan will be very dangerous, but I think it could get us all off of Elio. You see, King Arthur has deep within his keep similar crystal to crystals which make ship float. Yes?
Right.
We need 2. We'd learn about that the hard way.
I think Elio can make one work.
Okay.
We might have only needed one.
It is
Yeah.
much. It is much smaller. It is much smaller,
I
but it
mean,
will do job.
the gnome. 1? Really?
So, the plan that Elio proposes is we sneak into keep, we steal crystal, we bring crystal back to ship, put it in place, and we use ship to get off of Thaleoth.
How far is this key?
The keep?
Also, can we check the ship first? Like, 'cause that's kind of why we came this way.
Right, but checking the ship seems to have an hindrance,
The
I
keep
think I have a
of-
plan for the ship.
right?
The keep of King Arthur is 3 days' travel
3 days travel.
on foot, yes. I don't suppose you have mounts of any kind?
It's more or less we're worried about I think the survivors of the
Yeah.
ship, I think, currently.
How many hours did you say it
Well,
took?
I know that I like camping in style, and we can just bring those guys, get these nerds out, get those people who can stay in the cabins while we go get this fancy crystal thing.
Man, he talks a lot, doesn't he? It sounds good, though.
Yeah.
You like this plan?
I left my.
I think we like this plan. What was Lars thinking?
Well, I could theoretically speak to one of those guys in their head and maybe scare them off.
Okay. Would you mind if we set up kind of flanking positions in case that goes negative?
Yeah, we can stay in the tree line.
For
This
sure.
is good plan. This
Well,
is
yes.
good plan. They are very stupid.
Do
men.
they know you?
They would recognize you, yes.
And do they like you?
No, they do not
No.
like it.
Why don't they
Elio
like you?
was a slave to King Arthur, and he motions at this strange collar.
And currently.
Was recently. Do not be found. Will not be slave again.
Good on you, Thaleoth.
Baylor frowns at slavery.
This is good plan. This is good plan. Might I say, your tattoos are beautiful. And he motions at kind of the strange symbols that line Lars's arms.
Well, thanks.
Is this magic screen? And he's kind of like awkwardly leaning in close at this point. Clearly this dude doesn't seem to have interacted with living creatures for a while.
It's a type of magic.
Oh.
And I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a small jar with a bone in it. I'm gonna
You carry
unscrew
bone
it.
and jar. Bone and jar.
Bone
Words
and
are
jar.
hard.
And I'm gonna whisper into it, and I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice sound real, like grainy and creepy.
Mm.
Oh,
And
fun.
I'm gonna like look out to the one of the Goliaths, whichever one seems like he might be in charge.
Oh, she's just doing it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
You guys want to split up and take positions on either side?
And then
Maybe.
we're going to whisper.
Where do we want to put the baddies at?
Wait.
We'll get there in just a second.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I'm waiting for this to happen.
Do you wanna
before I
split-
take my
do you
next
wanna-
action?
You guys want to split up? You guys take the right
Lars,
side.
what are
We'll
you
take
doing?
the left.
I'm gonna whisper into the jar.
Did you do this?
There's a great danger following you. Flee.
And it targets a
can I-
single Goliath.
Can
Yes,
I?
whichever one looks like he might be ordering the rest of them around.
Okay.
Can
roll
I
a
cast? Can I cast
perception check.
minor illusion to make a spooky face?
We're not
To give her
looking at
advantage.
him. We're not looking at him.
That will give him disadvantage on his saving throw, so yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
Perception is a 4.
4. Okay.
Sorry.
You see one that has more weapons than the others. You figure he's probably in charge.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll anything for my whispers?
He rolled a natural 20 on his save. You can check it if you
That's also a tough crit.
Tough crit.
Hey, tough crit. It's really rough out here. I keep this back
Does
die on me.
is he alerted that something
Shame.
happened?
He just hears me speaking in his head.
Even if
I
he
just cast
failed?
message.
Or even if he succeeds his... Oh, you
It's
cast
just
message. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so there's no saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, this is just how
I thought this
I'm
was like a
used to
spell that you, like a charm spell that you had.
No.
Okay.
Wisdom or Constitution to base
It's
to base
just
off of
magic.
this.
So roll
the
a
way he
persuasion
perceives
check.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Nope, that
Yeah,
one
it's
wasn't
on
doing
God to
anything.
decide that.
Stop. Just stop.
You said persuasion?
This is gonna leak over into your real
You said
life.
persuasion?
Persuasion, yes.
I didn't even need to say that.
9?
9.
I need to say Paylor in normal life.
So you all watch as one of the large Goliaths standing there as this small image of... What does your image look like?
It looks like
It's minor image, is that what you said?
minor illusion.
Minor illusion. Okay, so keep in mind it can't be like animated or moved.
Yeah. No, but it's the unmoving mask from Banjo Kazooie.
Okay. It appears before his face as he hears this voice in his head. And you all watch as this Goliath just goes, oh shit! And like turns and just books it, turning the other direction. The other two Goliaths kind of look up. One like pops out from inside, tosses another body on the pile. He's like,
These bodies appear to be living.
no. Not by the way that they're tossing them. They're
They're
just
real
kind of
fucking
ragdolling
floppy.
around.
They're Gary's mod flopping.
Yeah, kind of pops his head out. What's wrong with Bertram? I don't know. He left.
Hey guys, I think these guys are eating a lot of London berries.
Well, go check it out. And the other one's like, all right. He kind of, against his will, turns and goes to look for the other one. There's currently one Goliath outside, one inside, as far as you know.
Is this our ha moment? Or you-
Do we set up our flanking positions, or would you like to try again?
Alright, so
Lawrence?
just to map it out in my head, how many feet off are we from the boat?
Can you hand me one of those
Yes.
markers?
We'll do that one just in case you need.
So we're gonna say blah.
Boat.
For now, that's the ship.
And the tree lines
and there's like wreckage. The tree line is like
Okay.
yonder.
And where's the one?
So I went that way.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and place yourselves.
I'm going with him.
Yeah,
I'll place.
Will somebody
some
put me
bollards.
safely in the center of the rest of
for
you?
sure.
Right there?
I think you and I
Yeah,
are.
like in
Yeah,
the
split off
this
middle
way.
of the.
So we're still looking at
I'm being flanked.
one in the boat,
That's
one
all I
there.
know.
Right there?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be over here by myself. That's fine.
No,
Oh, you're with me?
us. Yeah, we had split into separates.
Okay. I got Spooky Hood guy with me.
Spooky hood guy.
I use some of my thieves' tools, and
Is there one for?
I set up a snare trap right in front of me. So I'm a little bit further back from the tree line.
Okay.
But I create a little snare trap right in front of me, right inside the.
Okay, make a interesting use of thieves' tools. Make an intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus.
Well, will that encompass all 20 of those square feet?
That would be.
No, that would be a 5-foot area.
Yeah, sorry, I was
Just wanna
just
toss that
asking.
in. There you go.
I'm not
Yeah,
entirely
it's just
sure.
the.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't. Yeah, it's just a snare. Just a snare it would basically just grab one of his legs. So I'll do like, I grab a tree branch or a tree, bend it over just like the rabbit's
Okay.
snare, and build one of those.
Okay, so first make me an intelligence check. And then I need you to make me another stealth check.
3.
3? Okay. You're certain that this is a surefire plan.
Poorly build a trap.
Oh, crud. Oh, man, this thing actually makes the person safer. Oh, crud.
13 for the stealth.
For the stealth check. Okay, yeah, so you very quietly.
Oh, do we know where Thaleoth is? By the way?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If we could.
Elio, we're gonna use.
I have a
It's
dragon
werewolf
board
again.
Oh, okay.
Who.
Where do you want to put
These
him?
are us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we'll
want to
put him
go
on
3
that side.
and 3s, yeah.
Okay. So you managed to get this trap quickly put together. It holds fast.
Cool.
What's everybody else doing?
Does Pelios have any weapons on him? Do you have any weapons on you, Pelios, that you can use?
Elio has daggers and Elio has short bow.
Okay.
Can they see you when you
I thumped the
camouflage?
fuck out of front guy with my longbow.
Probably not. No.
Probably not. He can sneak in there.
If there is
You
anything
just shut
specific that you require, Elio could just go get it. Bring it back to you. No one will see Elio.
He is something of if you don't mind the term, chameleon.
Yeah. That's fine, right?
I don't know if that's an offensive thing or not.
It is magic.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay, sure. Now I feel like I'm offensive.
Also, is that problematic still? I don't know.
Yeah, we're not. I guess we're whispering across like a
can-
60-foot.
Yeah, we can't be talking to
Oh, yeah, that's
no,
true.
absolutely not. I'll shut off this table.
Is this a Goliath and that's a Goliath?
Yes.
Okay, which way is this guy running towards that he's chasing after?
Those ones are not on the map.
The other two.
They left. One ran away, the other one went looking for him.
So there's 2 more? So there's 4 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say,
Can
I look
And this
over
one
you
is kind of
say,
standing up on the
Don't
edge of the
worry.
ship, which is kind of tilted
Yeah,
into
do
the
you
side, but
I'm worried.
surprisingly more well put together. A lot of the windows from the glass bottom have shattered and broken out, but the rest of the ship is pretty well. Seems like it was pretty well made.
All right. Well, hold on. What if we use
Yeah.
Elios to cause a distraction and we can get advantage on them?
No, we already have advantage. It's a sneak attack.
3
I'm,
times advantage.
What do you need from ship? Is it worth risking our lives?
well, we want to see if anyone is left alive on the ship. That's what's important.
How
We're
many
already
people were left behind? I see 2 dead.
We also need that ship. Get that good.
For now, we're
good
just going to
crap.
say you guys are having this conversation all
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Okay,
Sure, sorry.
So that for now. Yeah, I was trying to bite
No,
lips
you're
here.
good. You're good.
I'm gonna thunk the guy. I'm gonna hit him.
Maybe just
Is
a
it
second.
really worth risking all of our
But
lives for
that's not a
just
good
some
point.
people?
Yeah,
maybe
but
on
I
the
mean,
ship?
like,
We could all be free of this place.
Well, that's not our call to make.
That is
We
true.
also need to know the status of the ship to see if we can take it off.
That is true. Maybe we wait for Goliath to leave.
just
Maybe
two
we do.
left.
Do you think that's a possibility?
You said they're bad dudes, right?
Yes, I imagine they saw things fall from sky just like Elio and decided things on that are ours.
They are mad out now.
What does Paylor think about bad dudes?
Why are you doing this?
I'd say
He's
with
way over
smiling,
there.
but I'm also way over
His
there.
god powers all the things you hate.
Yeah, but he also gives me a luscious tan. But I do understand that. I hate soil a lot more than I hate that thing.
A car.
At this point,
Man.
Zacchus would just
Huh,
set
like,
off a big bang
Seriously,
behind
seriously,
A big bang?
him. Yeah, he'd throw some rocks and make a disturbance so
Legit
someone
so
would
far.
come.
Yeah, it's so far away.
Okay.
You were saying, Lars.
They were
We'll
doing
get to
stuff.
that,
They're
yeah.
talking in between,
Yeah.
but
Let's
Zacchus is causing a ruckus.
yeah,
back.
it'll happen in just a second. What were you doing?
Yeah, I want someone to come into your trap here.
You're pretty strong.
I could do that.
You think if I gave you a little assist, you could cause some ruckus over there?
What I'd like to do is use this trap that he's built.
As you guys are having this conversation, Zacchus picks up a large nearby rock and slams it down onto another rock directly in front of himself.
Alright,
I'm
so-
gonna grab you and cast invisibility.
Both Goliaths laser focus that way. They're gonna see if they see anything. They don't.
Hell yeah.
But the one in the front is gonna go.
All right, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what that was.
You said invisible.
I'm gonna hide in the bush.
Stealth check.
Lars, you'll want to go back.
What are you guys doing?
I'm hiding behind a large tree.
Stealth check. Don't forget disadvantage because of your
I'm
plate armor.
invisible. What do I need to do? Stealthy?
Oh, she made you invisible?
I made you invisible.
Tight. Stealth check at advantage.
Advantage.
Advantage doesn't work if I hit a natural 20 and the second one doesn't work.
You have disadvantage, so no. Unfortunately.
Still 13.
15?
I had an 18.
Okay.
18 on stealth. 14 was the high.
Okay, cool. So, this guy continues forward.
I got a 4.
A 4 for stealth.
That's good if you're moving back. Though.
he steps forward before hearing the snapping of twigs and then instantly looking down directly at Lars. Then the trap springs.
Okay. I want to move to intercept this kiddo.
Can I shoot an
what?
arrow at that
What
one?
is that? What does the trap do to Homeboy though? First.
It's a snare trap, so he just steps into it.
So, surprisingly, at high risk of failure even, the rope closes around his ankle and lifts him up. He actually hits his head on the ground as it lifts him up, and the tree re-extends. So he's technically prone,
Yeah.
I guess. He's hanging.
Most
Yeah,
disadvantaged.
he's hanging upside down from a tree. That was a strong fucking rope. But at this point, this Goliath knows exactly what's going on, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Nat 20.
All that bullshit that I did worked out.
What'd you say?
You died.
Hey, what was that?
Oh,
Nat
shit,
20.
Oh. Hang on, I'll come around and get him from you. With the natural 20, what's your total?
24.
24. I'm assuming nobody's higher than that.
Nope. 23.
Okay.
Sorry, 22.
22.
Oh, 15. See, I did this. it's
That was my next question. 20 to 15. Anybody higher than 15?
For the wrong one.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Wait, you're 15?
15.
15 to 10.
Yep, 15.
Okay. 10 to 5.
9.
And Lars?
3.
All right.
Hey, very last.
Okay, so
You get scared by the own twig that you stepped on.
up first
I'm going
is
back. To,
ammo.
I'm going back to spooky dice. I'm on Christmas dice.
I don't know, man. His glowy shit's killing it over here.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know about woods, man.
So, ammo, you're up first. What you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at that one, and if it.
Do we see him?
Yeah, do we see him? I mean, he's right outside the.
Yeah, he's like standing up on top of like the edge of the ship. It's kind of tilted sideways, and he's standing up.
Peeking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him, and if it hits, I'm gonna use shadow arrow.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 4 + 8, 12.
12. Okay. Does he need to make?
There's-
Oh no, that yeah. That actually misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Wait, is that an advantage because he doesn't see where I'm at? We haven't hit him from our side yet.
He knows that there's shit going on over there.
over here.
He just saw his friend go.
But he's,
Yeah, he's over here, actually.
Yeah.
he's focused.
Oh wait, you're over there. Yeah, no,
Yes.
he doesn't see you. So yes, you would have advantage.
Yeah, we just fight the shit out of him.
That's right.
My man.
13 plus 6.
Yeah, that totally hits.
So I'm gonna do I'm gonna do that in
I wanted
shadow
us to
arrow.
go back to get.
All right.
So then he does a wisdom saving throw, but he has 2d6.
That's a 12.
That's a 6, 11, 15, plus 4, 19.
19 points of damage.
Oh.
Ooh!
Hachi
That's a
Machi.
big
Jesus
scary.
Christ.
I have an emu.
What did you say the save or the what do you roll for a wisdom saving throw?
12.
12. That no, it's 13. So he's engulfed in darkness and can't see 5 feet in front of him.
Neat. So you all watch as Ammo looses his arrow, which pierces the Goliath kind of in the ribs off to the side, and as it does, you watch his shadow kind of crawls out of the wound and up to his face and just kind of continuously kind of crawls in and out of his eyes and his nose and his mouth, and he seems really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm
uncomfortable to see.
I'm intimidated as a free action.
You said 19 points of damage?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hachi fucking Machi, yo.
Dude, Goliath or not, that's rough.
Man.
That brings us to Zacchus. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do on your turn.
You want to move it all?
At this point, he's aware that there are people over there.
Right.
He can't see them, but he's aware.
Hey,
I'm gonna.
I'll take that, bud.
But does he turn his focus because he was hit from the right?
Yeah, he would. I mean, he's
Can't
still.
see.
Yeah.
Right.
But he knows.
We'll
people
find out
have
on his turn.
bolts. Okay.
I'm sorry, my apologies.
No, you're good.
My apologies.
You're good.
I meant not to. It was just a question.
It's all good. So each round, for those of you, anybody who may not be familiar, or anybody who's new to my table, whatever, each round of combat, like everybody going, is 6 seconds.
For sure.
You each have those 6 seconds to do all of your shit, but it's happening like simultaneously, like one after the other.
Okay, just
Yeah. So that brings us to Zacchus.
I step up and
Yeah. So you flip around the thick trunk of this strange bonsai-like white
Aspeny
barked
thing?
aspeny tree.
I hit him with my Warhammer sneak attack.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, because you have your, what's the name of that thing for the paladins again? It's vow,
but he-
not your vow of enmity, but the other one.
He doesn't know where I am either. It's an actual sneak attack.
Oh shit, you're right. That's true.
It's an
So
actual rogue sneak attack.
and he's prone, so you have advantage already.
Yeah.
So go for it.
It's any time I have an advantage. So,
Yeah. So you'll roll twice to take the higher number.
That is 18.
18 hits for sure.
Sneak attack, damage. Sneak attack with a warhammer.
I do 9 points of damage, and I'm going to expend another spell slot
To smite him.
to smite the shit out of his face.
Hell yeah.
5, 8, 5, and 6.
Damn. So what's the total on that damage?
19.
Hachi Machi.
let's go.
Both of you.
Go.
Jesus.
19ers over here.
Anything else you want to do on your turn? You still got some movement if you want to like rotate around him or whatever. I don't know what your deal is.
I lean over to Elia and be like, "You weren't worried."
As a free action, I just pump my fist, thinking that trap actually worked.
Yeah, for sure. And you just so you
I pump my
swing your
fist
hammer
and then
down,
bust up every time.
and you all watch again as like his hammer lights up with this radiant glow of Palor as he slams it down into a hanging Goliath's face, upside down hanging Goliath's face, before fist pumping. That's going to bring us to a car.
Spider-Man kiss of death.
Cool shit over there. That light I just saw.
I want to wail on this upside down fella. I think this dude being blind is like is not a big deal. So
Yeah, go
I
for
step
it.
up two hands on staff and I just go straight into a flurry of blows.
Hell yeah. So go ahead and roll your attack with the staff first, and then you'll have 2 unarmed strikes afterwards with your flurry of blows. Ooh.
The natural light of 20.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag,
Not a sponsor.
hashtag wait for car buck.
Hopefully next week.
So, yeah, that totally hits. So you're gonna roll your damage dice, and you're gonna double the dice, and then add your dexterity modifier.
Shit on my life.
Yeah, crits are fun. This is with your staff, so it's a D. You're gonna roll a D8,
Hell yeah, man.
You might just splatter this man's skull.
And
He's
then-
giant to it, man.
that times 2 plus your dex,
That would be 9.
9 points of damage for the first attack. Go ahead and roll 2 more attack rolls for me with your D20 for the unarmed strikes. So you swing your staff down to the suspended Goliath's chin, pretty much right where the hammer just made a connection as well.
Ugh, yeah, I would. That sounds a lot like me. Go for the weak
Like y'all
points.
two are building a railroad together.
Wait, what was the damage on that again?
The damage on that was 9.
9?
First.
Okay. And yeah, at this point,
Attack.
the Goliath he's like stunned, and he's not technically stunned, but a lot of shit just happened to him in a very short amount of time. He doesn't really know what's going on yet. His entire world was literally flipped upside down.
Hey. 17 on the second.
That hits.
Second.
If you want to just roll your third attack, we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do all those. All 8s on the next.
It'll be your martial arts die, which I think is a D4
Yeah.
level 4.
Okay. And that last one was was that 12?
12 misses. So roll damage on one of those. So it'll be D4 plus your dexterity modifier.
And that's doubled still.
No, because that wasn't the crit.
Right.
For sure. But
that was the first
advantage
attack.
upside down, not being able to do anything.
You would have advantage on. Oh, you would have advantage on the second attack, so you could.
You can roll that again.
Yeah.
You can roll
Not-
the D.
not
roll
that
The
that-
D20.
Your attack.
Yeah.
advantage.
A little bit better.
How much better?
13.
13. 13 misses, unfortunately. So that one still misses, but
Super dope.
damage
hard
for
roll.
the second one, dexterity plus the D4.
Dexterity plus D4. The second one I rolled a 1. So that would be,
1 plus your dex.
yeah, that'd be 5 plus the 4, the 9.
5. Okay, so Akar, you lunge forward after seeing this divine display of the might of Pelor through his vessel, and you step forward with your staff and you bring a resounding crack down onto the Goliath's chin before kind of swooping under, like trying to do a leg swoop before realizing like, oh shit, he's hanging. So you kind of correct the height of your leg as you're spinning, and the second time around, you kick his head so hard you hear it snap, and he goes limp on the rope. That Goliath is fucking dead.
My man's.
That's gonna bring us to the other Goliath. He can't see. He's gonna freak out and try to run in a direction.
I hope he runs into a tree.
And he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
I hope he runs right over the top of the fucking
And he fails. Fucking 8 as he topples down off of the top of the ship.
Oh yeah.
A good 20 feet up, I might add. That's gonna be.
You got fall damage on that. I know what that board looks like. I know you got fall damage on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. He takes 13 points
13.
of falling damage.
Dude just fell on his face.
So what happens is,
He looks like me now.
Hey.
so the Goliath standing on top of the ship. An arrow sticks into his side and the shadows crawl out. He instinctively with one hand grabs the arrow, and then suddenly he's blind. He can't see. The shadow is crawling in and out of all orifices on his face. So he freaks out, reaching forward, and falls directly onto the arrow, which pushes through the center of his mass and comes out the other side. He's also dead.
As a free action, I guffaw. I laugh harder than I've ever laughed as a human, as any wood elf would ever laugh.
Oh, man.
Dak squeaks out the Benny Hill fans.
And with that, we'll go ahead and drop combat for now, as the two Goliaths lie dead. Well, one lies dead in the dirt. One hangs dead
I
from.
charge while he's
nearby
doing
trap.
that. I charge while he's doing that and just go, fuck yeah, everyone.
He just kind of
We
runs out,
did it!
runs out into the clearing and turns around.
We did it.
Absolutely, you guys fucking.
Good job, little buddy. The Lord blesses all of us today.
God damn it.
Yes, very, very good.
Can we just understand that you're going to end with Pelor blesses us, and you don't have to say it all the
I
time?
mean, I'm gonna say it too.
Okay.
Should we maybe search
We're about
the
to be
ship
best
before the
friends.
other
Let's
two
go
come
to
back?
the
and
ship.
Find their dead
Let's go
friends.
to the ship.
If you and maybe Dak Dak want to dig into that, Paleo, that'd be really cool.
Searching the ship. I don't know what you're looking for. You will say you look for people. I see two
Absolutely.
dead
No,
people.
You're right.
I can search for more dead people on the ship. The ship seems fine. We should hide these bodies.
I'm gonna
For
go check out the bodies that they were throwing out of the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag that alive.
Dak and I want to go on the ship and do an investigation. check.
Okay.
We'll do
Investigation
somebody-
check.
Yeah.
Medicine check.
We'll do some body movement if you don't mind that.
Body movement. Body movement.
Okay, you guys roll me some athletics checks. Or actually, no, we'll say if you guys are just like taking a couple minutes between the two of you, you're both pretty beefy dudes. You could get them at least back behind the tree line.
My investigation check.
I mean-
is my investigation.
Actually,
check
somebody
is
roll
only
me-
11.
11? Okay. You do manage to come across 5 gold pieces that were just kind of strewn about. It's a very strange sensation. The ship that you were just recently standing on that was soaring through the air and felt so solid, seeing it kind of toppled into the side and all the rooms are sideways, like everything has been thrown at one wall and just left there.
Like Inception.
Yeah. You also find one more body inside that has another 3 gold pieces on it if you want to take those.
I take
Yeah. Lars, medicine check.
It was a 12.
12. So you do recognize these to be the mother and teenage child, boy, son, that was on the ship that were preparing to have their portrait painted.
Do they look like they died from the shipwrecking?
Do I,
It appears
do I see
so-
who the other body was? Too?
Both of their bodies are very badly battered, and it appears that they did die from the impact of the fall. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Wonderful.
The body that I came across, do I recognize it?
Yes, you recognize that as the man who was setting up the easel. It was the family that ran inside.
That's why I wanted to make sure that he didn't squirrel off somewhere or something.
Yeah, no, it appears that they were all killed upon impact with the ground.
I search the Goliath bodies for the tithe for evil.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Ooh,
You did it.
that is 18.
18. You actually managed to find 2 platinum pieces.
2 platinum.
Yeah, in one of their loincloths in a little satchel off to his side. The one that was kind of hanging up from the tree.
I go to wash my hands.
Okay.
That's why I that's why I
Oh,
keep
yeah.
my platinum.
Hold on. So loincloth.
Yeah, we don't have to go into the specifics, but yes, he is hanging upside down from a tree. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
The only clothing that needs to be a certain vertical is now hanging upside down.
I don't know, man. I didn't make the trap, so
That's how I found it. I was like, oh,
I'm gonna roll a d12.
To see if you play Phil Collins.
No, I
You'll
don't.
Be in
It's
My
only a
Heart.
2.
Oh,
it's not
hang
that
on, hang
big.
on. Let me roll. We do have a thing for this.
Oh, right,
I'm-
I've heard
I will
about
roll for
this.
the Goliath since I was technically controlling him. It's a D4 for girth in inches, and a D12 for length.
Yeah.
7 long by 2 thick. Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's
For a
pretty
Goliath.
good, pretty good hog, you dead guy.
It's a good
You say to the dead man.
You move that out of the way to grab this satchel.
Yeah, I assume you guys probably cut him down,
Right.
Whoa.
cover his decency, and pull him away.
Yeah, we cut him
no,
down.
I just was using it as a punching bag. Stupid.
So, one of you two, roll me a dexterity check with no proficiency added, just to see how well you hide these bodies.
13.
13.
Not 13.
What is yours? I'm assuming you're each doing one
Without modify.
with your dexterity modifier.
Oh, with 9.
9. Okay. Making a note. 9.
Can one of us help
13.
them hide the body better?
If you'd like to help him,
I'm
sure.
inside.
That would give him advantage, so he can roll one more time.
All right.
I'm inside, so.
Do better.
Yeah, a little bit better. It's a 21.
You're just kicking leaves on top of them.
Wait, hold on. He's helping me.
I walked by.
I guess I'll do more than kicking.
So you guys managed to arrange.
No, I'm sorry. I just
I put a party hat on him.
You guys managed to
maybe he looks
arrange
drunk.
the rocks and foliage of the area in such a way that it looks pretty natural. It'd be hard to tell just walking by, like, oh, there's a body under there.
What about the condition of the ship?
The condition of the ship appears to be in decent condition. Like, it doesn't have to go on water. It's an airship, so any damage to the bottom, it seems like if it were lifted from the point that it's supposed to, it would probably still be fine. Seems pretty structurally intact.
And
Can I?
It kind of hit on its way down, hit a mountain and coasted down the side a little bit, so it avoided a lot of damage.
Is there any broken glass I can grab?
Yeah, for sure. There are large shards.
Okay, can I grab like 5 large shards?
Yeah, for sure. We'll say you have 5 dagger-sized shards of glass.
Yeah, I just feel like that's gonna be fun for me later.
Yeah, also make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see how fun it is now.
Hachimachi. That, let's see, 8.
Okay, as you're collecting the glass, you take 8 points of damage as you cut your fucking hand open on these shards of glass.
Why did I want this?
Lars, would you like to come and maybe investigate how the crystals were aligned to the ship? And see, that seems to be the powering point of the ship. Would you like to?
You just hear me yell out.
I'll do my best. I'm not an engineer, but
For sure, let's just
maybe I can figure out
see
some
the,
magic crystals.
see the state of them and see what we can do to when we do get a new
Can I
one.
use an Arcana check to try to look into the crystals?
The
And
crystals that
can
shatter.
we ask
I
Elio?
mean,
First, you'd have to make a perception check to see if you can find any. It like shattered into dust.
Okay.
1,000 feet up in the air. It could be scattered on Vassacre by now.
do I know anything about the type of magic crystals used, or
Make an Arcana check. Anybody who's curious about that. I imagine you're standing around having this conversation, like trying to figure shit out.
That's a 19 Arcana.
19,
8.
8,
18.
18,
25?
25.
That doesn't feel like something Gil would know.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna
And
roll
you were
for it.
you were looking for what specifically again?
I was trying to determine if I.
Oh, if you know anything about the crystals. You know that there are certain naturally magical crystals that grow in various parts of Vassacre that are used for reversing gravity almost.
Do I think that I'd know how to identify or use them?
You know that if you had the identify spell, you could easily do so. You know the ones on the ship before were like a jade green and had kind of a faint glow to them and a hum.
Alright, well, in theory, we just gotta find some similar crystals.
For sure.
Elio knows
and
of crystal.
Put 'em, well, he sure does. I'm gonna go keep working on these bodies real quick. I got something I gotta do.
I'm gonna bury these bodies in the light of Pelor, bless them up.
I mean, they're already pretty
Right.
buried.
I was talking about the human.
The human ones.
Oh, yes.
I'm doing concentration rites and priest juju on them.
Okay.
Shed some tears.
You see him off doing this. You can join if you'd like. In your own.
I'd like to join.
Okay. Lars comes over and joins you as you're doing so. What do you do?
And I will place gold coins on each of their eyes, so 4 gold coins total.
Okay, mark that off.
And I will cast Gentle Repose on
Okay.
each of the bodies.
Okay, so you watch as Lars once again begins muttering in this strange kind of almost infernal language beneath her breath, and as she does, another one of her tattoos kind of lights up on the other arm as she has her hand over the gold coins on their eyes, and there's a faint glow of this kind of purplish light that enters the bodies and kind of washes over them. Nothing else really happens that you can see.
Paleo, do you think, based on
Elio.
Elio, sorry, I
Pessi.
keep calling him
Pessi Elio.
Pessi Elio. Right.
Yes.
What we'll do is we'll just put that down, flip it, and reverse it at your disposal. Do you think? What about the size of the crystals that you're aware of? Do you think that could help our ship? I think we had 2 boulder-sized.
Had to.
We had 2 boulder-sized. Do you think if we can get something that can compensate for the lack of
King
crystal?
Gartor's crystal. Quite small, fit in hand. But with Elio's magic, get very large. Carry
Yeah.
ship.
Well, what if we put the pants on it too?
We're not going to put a pants on a crystal. Very good idea.
We could
but
put
I
the
think-
pants on it.
We could put the pants on it.
But I think the crystal would have to say something.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about the
Ship
pants.
already has sails. Why do we need pants?
I don't know. It's not about that. If the pants make things bigger, you have to talk to the pants.
Oh,
Pants not involved. How large do you think you could make the crystal?
maybe. Do you speak?
How wide are your arms, Elio?
His arms are as wide as mine.
Oh, cool. You are a lanky fellow, Elio.
Very large. Yes. He actually is, and you notice now, kind of through his robes and having traveled with him for a little bit. You all haven't met a lot of lizard folk. They, like I said, they are pretty private race on Vassacre. But he looks a little underfed. He's a pretty scrappy dude.
I offer him a Londonberry. You want a berry?
Elio would love these. Yes,
Yeah.
thank
Elio,
you. Thank
I
you.
need to tell you something. Okay.
Yeah, let him have it.
Elio,
I have
maybe
16 Londonberries.
Elio, maybe
Well, we continue on, yes?
oh, it didn't really change all that much. Anyway, what do you guys think about going
Alright,
back to
let
the troop and telling them what's going
Yeah,
on?
what do you
here?
think? What do you think about it, Elio?
Well, Elio could lead you to King Arthur's keep. We take you inside, yes? This is fucking hard.
It's like 2 layers, right? It's very difficult. It's hard to like really parse with.
I give Elio another berry.
I think.
Does it make the accent thicker? Does it stack
Yep.
up? I don't know.
Yes, it does.
Neato.
I know it. I'm
Elio.
not 20 these Londonberries. I know what it does.
Elio can take you to King Arthur's keep. Once
Wow.
there, you get inside. Elio goes with. We take care of it.
You think we should run by our?
I mean, we should go grab those unbelievers by the camp so they can bring them higher.
Right.
Far away have we traveled from where we last saw our?
Good question.
I think we said you traveled for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
About how many feet?
Didn't you say it was a mile?
Yeah, like 2 miles.
So more than 120 feet, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm dead.
yeah. Message isn't going to reach,
Would
unfortunately.
you guys like to go back to where the campsite was set, or would you like to just go straight?
I want to hear what Elio thinks about it.
Do you want to take them with us?
I don't.
I don't want to take them. I want to inform them on our ideas with the ship.
But
We also
can-
need to make sure if
Send
there's
them back to the
lions
ship.
running
This is a
around
good
here, that they're
idea.
still safe.
Elio agrees with this.
Elio, can you shrink crystals too?
Yes.
What if we shrink that big remaining crystal and take it with us?
The remaining crystal
Yeah.
shattered on impact.
Oh, the remaining. Okay, so we
Yeah, all the
three.
glass,
Okay.
glass windows from the bottom, and the crystal that was left up top, all
Yeah,
shattered.
I shot the fuck out of that crystal. I blew it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got blown.
It did not crash upon impact.
Oh, that's
I
true. That's
shot
true.
it.
Yeah, your arrows, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, because I thought there was
Again,
three of them.
Gibble, super good move. Do we want to head back to camp and see how the kids are doing?
It is not a bad idea to let your friends know. Yes?
You should lay off those Londonberries, but
Yeah,
the
man.
action's
please.
getting weird.
I know you're hungry.
They're quite good.
I can get you food, but I really don't need food that does this to people.
What do we think about grabbing Banjo, Big Boy Pants?
Let's go
Do we
grab
want
Banjo.
Do we want Big Boy Pants to join us?
He's a kid, man. Like,
He's a kid that turns into an actual monster.
I know, but he's still a monster kid.
Do you want a berry?
I don't want a berry.
Elio would
I'm
like one
so
more.
hungry, but I don't want a
I give Elio a berry.
Yeah, roll, easy enough. With the 2 Goliaths, you managed to recover both
Just
of your arrows
push
that you
one.
lost.
The other one missed.
Oh, right.
I give Elio another berry.
Thank you, sir. Elio is quite hungry.
And how does Elio sound now?
Still the same, I assume.
Okay,
Yes?
I didn't know if it got worse. Look, do you guys?
I don't think so. but-
Right, okay, you had some time to digest it. That's really neat. Can we head back? Can we head back to the fucking camp? Elio
thinks this is a good idea.
Let's go back to the camp.
Yeah.
All right. And he-
I
I'm
say
done with my rights. I'm a
without
little weirded out with the strange blue, green, purple light that doesn't really seem like what my god would like, but she seems like she's doing good rights. Didn't really do anything weird. So I kind of just give her a side eye and
Make a religion check.
Hachi Machi. Get a pencil.
You keep doing it on the paper. Just find somebody.
6.
6. Yeah, you're unfamiliar with what god these rites relate to. You're pretty much like once you hopped on the Palor train, it was one and done for you. So You're not entirely sure what god this is to appease or in honor of, but it doesn't seem harmful in any way.
Not Pelor, not mad at it. I move on.
So, Elio leads you guys back the way that you came, and as you approach camp,
Can I ask?
yeah, what's up?
Um,
Yeah, there's like a 4-hour trek back if you guys want to talk or
Elliot,
anything.
So the can't help but notice. Not trying to be rude. Let me know if this is out of bounds. Can't help but notice the collar. Is that a choice or is that something that was put on you?
No, this. Oh, he does really change your voice. That is so strange.
Yeah.
It is. This is a remnant from my time with King Arthur. You see, he rises to power. He pulls the sword from the earth and wear it on his back, and that make him king. Everyone believe this because all Goliaths believe this, so everyone else follow. And King Arthur rule with iron fist. He bring it down upon those who oppose him, and all he view as lesser.
And your
He puts
people
to work.
opposed it.
We did not oppose him, but we did not want to join him. He comes to our village. He takes our people. He puts us in chains. He tells us do this, do that. No pay, little food, lots of whippings. It's very bad time.
So the collar is from that. Does it have any kind of effect still on you, or is it just like a marker? Is it just like?
It makes Elio tired. It keeps him from doing the things he wants to do.
Can we look to see if there's like a
Is there any way to remove this collar from
yeah.
you?
You can check. I have tried almost everything. Roll an investigation check. Anybody who wants to check out his collar.
I have a request
That's a
though.
10.
I'm so
That
sorry.
is
From
a
the,
nat 2 real 20.
You can make it either investigation or arcana. Your choice.
whoa, tough crit.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
well,
tough.
I got a 20.
So
I
I
got the opposite over here.
no idea what the fuck you wear.
14,
25.
5,
I have a,
6.
That's a fancy necklace, bud.
Lars and a car. You both notice kind of around the backside, there's a small arcane symbol where it appears that there should be a seam. Other than that, it appears that this necklace is magically fixed to his collar.
I got bad news. I give Elio another Londonberry. It's from the chat. It's from the chat. I give Elio another Londonberry.
I have already eaten so many, but what good one.
We're trying to spoil you.
He
but-
takes it. They're just so good.
Yeah, they are really good.
Do I
I'm no-
recognize? Sorry.
I
So,
was going to say, dude.
you guys
I don't know these things, but I feel like there's an arcane thing here, and I'm not really.
Neither of
that kind of
you
person.
recognize the symbol itself, which is strange for you, Lars, because you spent a lot of time studying these things and writing them, a lot of them on your own arms. So you're pretty familiar with arcane writing. This is a glyph that you've not seen before. It's hard to gather the type of magic, but you ascertain that whatever it is, it's keeping it fastened around his neck and making it unremovable. You see, it is stuck on Elio forever, but Elio thinks maybe he gets off of this island down to big blue marble below. Someone there maybe helps him get it off.
Ellie, I'll make you a personal promise that we will try to find a way to get this thing off of your back.
Elio would very much appreciate
About how far from our camp do you think we are?
At this point, probably 30 minutes.
Londonberry.
Right. Thank you. I almost
precisely what
forgot.
I asked.
So,
You already had one. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's right. That was my bad. So, 30 minutes elapse, and you guys make your way.
That's like 6 lemon berries.
You guys make your way back to camp. As you do, surprisingly, both Captain Matilda and Banjo both have eyes on you. Like as soon as you come through the clearing of the trees or around the bend.
What time of day is it now?
At this point, because it was early morning when you landed, it's been roughly 8 hours.
Yeah, landed.
It's
When we landed, when the ship.
When we kind of been afloated.
yeah, it's
And a couple people
best
crashed.
guess. Best guess, it's around 7 or 8 p.m.
Okay.
The sun is beginning to make its way towards the horizon, kind of below you. It's a weird situation.
Okay.
You're already kind of in shadow just from being on this raised platform and where the sun is positioned. Compared to you guys, it's kind of casting a shadow up
Right,
into
yeah.
nothing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's getting dark.
And we're greeted by.
Matilda and Banjo
Okay.
are both at the ready, and they both kind of relax as soon as they see that it's you, and then tense up a little more when they see Elio.
He's fine. He's with us. He's sometimes has an accent.
Did y'all make a friend?
Yeah. This is.
My name is Elio. Percy Elio. It is a pleasure to meet you. Oh, well, it's great to meet you too. Banjo reaches up and shakes his hand, and they kind of like share this weird moment where Elio's like bending down looking at him. He doesn't appear to have ever seen outside of the gnome that he's met before, a halfling before. He's kind of like looking around. Same thing with Banjo. Doesn't look like he's ever met a lizard folk in his 14 years of sheltered halfling life. So they kind of like share this moment where they're kind of looking back and forth at each other. Matilda looks down at them and is just like, she actually kind of leans into you, Akar. She's like, he's safe, yes?
Yeah, he seems to be underfed for sure. We're trying to help him. He's trying to help us.
Well, this works for me. As long as he doesn't try to kill us in our sleep.
No, he seems fine. He really wants to get off of this island. It's been rather oppressive for his people.
Ah, yes, well, as do I.
We're doing big old freedom things.
So,
Slavery's no good.
what were you able to scavenge from the ship?
We got the ship. Come on back. Get
Well-
your cabin going.
Wait. Oh, that's a good idea. What? There's Goliaths.
Yeah, we killed them.
Oh, there's some more.
Hey, we
maybe
killed
some.
two of them. Two of them ran off into the woods.
We
Well, the
can't
light
be
of
there to
Lord will
scare 'em off
smite
again.
some more of them.
And
back.
Elio takes this time to explain to the whole survivor group the story of King Garthor and how he pulled the stone from the earth and became king of Thaleoth, and everybody just kind of went with it.
Like everybody that he told, or everybody.
Like all of his friends were totally down, and then kind of forced everybody else to be down.
Right, for sure.
At least on the first island, or the second island.
So Elio has told us that he knows how to get another crystal to repower the ship of sorts.
Yeah,
and
I
think we're
imagine
going-
we just fix it to ship.
Yeah, I think we're going to act on that.
I imagine you have someone on board who would know how to do some sort of maintenance.
Absolutely,
And at this
actually.
point, Matilda kind of motions over to the furbolg that was talking to you earlier, and she's like, yes, we do have... Sorry, God, fucking accents.
Yep.
Yes, we do have a master of technomancy of sorts,
Right.
if you will. And he kind of looks over at you guys. Yeah, if you can give me another crystal, I can put it up there.
Elio's offered to get a crystal from his king and make it larger. That's really all I know,
If you can give me a big crystal, I can get that thing flying, I'm sure.
for sure. I think
There's still the mass is still connected to the platform.
It is, actually, we checked it out. Basically, only the glass is broken.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
there's
good.
a little bit
There's,
of damage.
there's still
but
sails?
yeah.
Still sails.
Probably have to put up some caution tape around.
I didn't
it.
even mess with your ropes.
I appreciate that. How's the railing? Still pretty firm, or did some of it break off in the
Nope,
fucking crash landing?
That glass totally broke through some of it. That's the one thing that broke.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it seems like she'll lift.
All right, well, yeah, give me that crystal, I'll make it happen.
I would say that we take this party, we take little man with the little pants, we get that crystal, you guys go fix that up in the cabin.
I'm fine with that.
They all seem to be in agreement with you. Everyone kind of nods. Tanya gives a uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want to go with us? I asked the entire
Well, I could accompany you if you guys needed any lore master specialists on your
Tanya, we
way.
got someone who
really
lives
think
here.
that you should help protect everyone.
Yeah.
You know, that's a
Okay.
great idea. I am really interested to learn more about this King
And you
Garthor
can talk to
fellow.
Elio all day.
You know, there's apparently a whole history with kingdoms up here. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Well, we will have the entire trip back for you to talk to Elio. Because we're bringing him with us back down to Vassiter.
Well, that sounds great to me. I'll stay here with the group then.
Okay. Thanks.
Captain Matilda is just like,
From all of us, thank you.
all right, I will stay here with Tonya and Sadbear, and Pip, was it? And he kind of looks over. Oi, Pip. Pops another Londonberry.
Do y'all think it'll be
Do
easier
you,
for
also,
you to...
Pip, do you have any more of those lemon berries? Because I will 100% buy any amount that you have.
Well, I did have one backup ration.
Okay. How
Let's
much
say-
you want for it? Because these are fun.
Well, you know what? We're stranded on this island. Seems like chances of getting back are... We've got at least a plan, but probably pretty slim. You can just have them. And he hands over another baggie with 6
With 6.
Londonberries.
Back
So I
up
think you
to
have 16.
19 Londonberries.
Yeah. So,
Thank
as...
you, Ed. That really means quite a bit.
Means a lot to me.
As
That's
Pip
so much fun.
and Captain Matilda and the others begin to set up camp for the night in a kind of more covered area, and you guys begin preparing for your journey with Elio, the 3-day journey.
I tent for 2.
Oh yeah, for sure. For you and Dak. You guys set up your camp for the night and prepare to take a long rest before setting out in the morning for the keep of King Garthur. And that is where we're going to end our episode for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone get up for your DM
Oh,
camp.
that's me. Again, if you guys want to stay up to date on when we're streaming, which is every Sunday at 7-ish p.m. Central Standard Time, then you can follow us on Twitter at Tough Crit, at Brave Boys Podcast, Brave Boys Live.
Brave Boys Live on Twitter.
Yeah, at Brave Boys Live on Twitter, at Tough Crit on Twitter, Instagram, the Brave Boys on Facebook. We got all kinds of shit all over the place. Do you guys have anything that you want to share before we wrap up for the evening?
Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
and
Be sure
also,
to drop one of those little follows. There's a heart over here, I think.
Yeah, it's up there.
If you just want to like touch that, it would really help us out
Yeah.
and help us make this show even better for you guys, because that's all we really want.
yeah, that's what we really want.
So-
And also, if you're watching this in the future, like on YouTube, then maybe like listen to also our actual podcast, The Brave Boys, that
Yeah.
you can find on Spotify, iTunes, literally everywhere that you get podcasts. Listen to our other show.
What's
that
it
is-
about? What do you do on that show?
Oh, Taylor, do you want to describe it?
Well, well, the podcast itself is we feature a new comic every week, and we try to do a little bit of improv and try to feature the comic as really an interview guest, and it's really not that big. It's we do it weekly. It's a
Way to
live
talk it
show.
up.
Yeah, it's hard to keep.
It's
up.
not that great. It's not that good of a thing,
It's not
but
that
like
great.
if you wanted to watch it.
But no, we every week we feature a new comic every Tuesday live at Andy's, and we
Good sport.
we record the podcast and then post it later. And if you want to see the stand up, you have to be there live. But really, we're just trying to push the comedy community forward, and that's really just kind of what it's about.
Well, hell yeah.
And hopefully,
It's
honestly,
fun.
within
I'm there
a
every
couple-
week.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah,
Most times.
yeah, everybody here.
We're pretty much all there. If you ever are around, just come say hey.
Yeah.
We're there.
And we're hoping to have guests here at some point.
Yes,
We're
yeah,
gonna have
absolutely.
Comedy guests, people from Denton here.
Yeah, definitely in the
on
plans.
table.
And also, yeah, comedians traveling through. We're hoping to have
Yeah.
it here too.
That being said, thank you guys again so much for joining us. This has been Tough Crit, the inaugural session. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, every Sunday at 7.
First session!
Yeah.